Hi, my name is Steve Baruch, and I'm the director of the Coalition for Jewish Learning. This is my Moment of Torah. And even though we're going to talk mostly about this week's Torah portion, Naso, in last week's portion, Bamidbar, we learned that once again God counted the Jewish people. And the census is another counting of the Jewish people, and our Meforshim, our scholars of ancient days, tell us that the Jewish people count. They're important to God. So he counted them often. The counting continues in this week's Torah portion, but the main event in this week's Torah portion is the dedication of the tabernacle. And we are witness to something very strange, because usually in the Torah we don't repeat anything. But in this week's Torah portion, the exact same portion is repeated 12 times. Each of the tribes come forth and they give a silver dish, a silver basin full of flour, one golden pan filled with incense, one young bullock and one ram and one he-lamb which are sacrificed, one goat for a sin offering, and then 2 oxen, 5 rams, and 5 he-goats. Why is this repeated? We are also given the priestly benediction, one benediction, to bless all the Jewish people. And it sounds familiar to many of you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you, and may the Lord lift up his countenance on you and give you peace. When you look at this, it looks like Judaism is sort of a one-fit-all kind of religion. If so, how has there ever been any change? And I don't think too many of you have sacrificed he-goats lately, or anything else for that matter. So there's been a lot of change. How has this happened? And there are a couple of indications in this week's Torah portion. For instance, there is a description of the Nazir. And this was a person who decided that he was going to do things differently. He was going to be more fervent in his Judaism for a period. And it's described how this would be done. There's another person who sort of exemplifies change in this week's Torah portion. And that is Nashon ben Amminadab. And he, if you remember him, because I heard about him in a previous moment of Torah, was at the Red Sea. And when the Egyptian troops were coming and no one acted, it was Nashon who jumped into the Red Sea. And because of his action, God split the sea and saved the Jewish people. So, there's been a lot of change. But we still have this puzzle. Why did we have this one approach in this week's Torah portion where 12 times we repeat the same thing? In the Midrash, we are told that it was done because none among the princes wished to rival the others, but such harmony reigned among them and such unity of spirit that God valued the service of each, as if he had brought not only his own gifts, but that of his companion. So what an interesting Torah portion. We have what makes us the same, and we have what makes us distinct. And in a time when we are looking for this model of how Jewish unity can be brought about, here it is, right in this week's Torah portion. So as we read it, think about it, and let us hope that Hashem will bring his blessings to all of us because we have worked together as one Jewish people.